Hey guys, welcome to a new RSG Minecraft speedrun. This time it is sub 15, which is kind of my goal. My real goal is sub 1425, because that is Sam Dow's time, and it's annoying to me that Sam Dow is faster than me. But sub 15 is still really cool. I got this run like 2 weeks ago, and I just never uploaded it for some reason. But there should be more speedrunning related videos coming soon that aren't actual runs, so stay tuned for that, I guess. This run, when you describe the seed, in theory it sounds really good. I spawned next to a village, it's 10 obby blacksmith, and there's, there's flint right next to my blacksmith. I can enter. I could have entered way faster. You'll see what happened, the reason I couldn't enter fast. And it's a divine triple chest stables. It's not really a bastion. I wouldn't say it's a bastion, but it's triple chest stables. So, in theory, this seed sounds really good, but it's not that great. It's kind of annoying to me, honestly, that all of my PBs have been villages. I don't think I've ever had a hypermodern PB that I uploaded. I did have my old 1704 PB that was hypermodern, and my 1535 was hypermodern, but I didn't upload those two just because they were small time cuts on my PB. I also got another run that wasn't a PB, but it was a cool run, so I'll be uploading that soon. And that was also off of a village, except it was an odd village. You'll see when I upload that. So yeah, it's just kind of weird to me because villages are just, I don't know. People don't really play villages that much, so it's just weird that all of my PBs have been villages, but hopefully the next one might not be. I don't know. Anyways, I get 4 iron from that blacksmith. I get 13 obby from the 2 blacksmiths combined, and so I have enough to enter the nether. This right here, what I'm doing right now, I grabbed way too much wood. I think I grabbed 11 logs, which is like way overkill. That was one of the reasons this is the slow nether enter. But the other reason is not my fault. You'll see in a second. This is kind of scuffed. This definitely slowed me down. I don't know what I was doing here. So I make a boat. I get my stuff on my hotbar set up. I don't have to kill the golem, which is really nice because obviously I don't need a bucket or a flint and steel. So I just grab some food here and I head to that river. I grabbed 8 hay bales here, which is definitely more than I need. This is 24 bread. Which, I mean, it's not a big deal. I guess it doesn't hurt to have more food, just kind of makes me look bad. So this is the thing that slowed me down. Yeah. As you can see, I'm not getting flint. And I keep accidentally breaking my bed. So yeah, I'm just kind of breaking gravel for like 5 minutes here. But I break my bed on accident here in a second. Yep. And I just decided to go up there and start shredding gravel because I was getting annoyed of accidentally breaking my bed. And I am still not getting flint. So yeah. Finally here in a second, yep, there, I get flint. I check my rates, I check what I went for. 1 for 39. So this would have, this would have been my goal of sub 1425 if I just didn't get rolled there. But I make my portal, kind of weird, and I'm entering the nether at around 320, which is like really slow for just the overworld that I got. So you can see here I spawn in a soul sand valley, which is how I get my divine. I pause here to let my chunks load, which I'm not actually going to be doing in my newer runs, so my next video should have a lot less pausing in them, which is always nice. I'm using a new, technically illegal mod called Starlight. It just lets chunks load faster. The reason that it's illegal isn't because it does anything that should be illegal, it's just not a final release of the mod, so it's not legal yet. So I check my divine there, it's 3, so I just know where to put my portal to get near the stronghold if you don't know what divine travel is. So you can see the bastion here, and you can see that the bastion is triple chest stables, which is probably the fastest bastion route. Granted, manhunt housing is probably the best because it's the fastest that you don't have to high roll, but triple chest stables, you get 4 gold blocks and you just kind of hope that you get the trades and you get Obby and string out of chests. But instead of going for the triple chest at the top, which I definitely should have done, and I almost always do, I go into the middle of the Stables Bastion and I play a gap, which was definitely a misplay because this is just way slower, and I'm also bad at stables, so I played it pretty slow. Stables good gap is pretty fast actually. A lot of the top runs have been stables good gap. A lot of the fastest pace runs have been stables good gap, like specifically the 6-12 blind and the 6-13 blind, which are both insane blind times. They're with good gap stables, but they are good at the game. I am not. So you can see here, I'm just kind of like standing around, and I really should be trading, and I also should have punched that pig, but instead I just start mining this gold here, and I do this. So I only get like 5 pigs so far. I have no pigs. I played this really bad. I'm not terrible with all of stables because I can play triple chest pretty good. I think I do triple chest pretty fast. I do the manhunt variation. A lot of people don't do the manhunt variation, and that is slow. But good gap stables I am bad at. But I'm mining the gold here, and I didn't even know that I mined the wrong way. I had no idea that I mined the wrong way there until someone was watching my run, and they started making fun of me for mining the wrong way. I literally didn't know. That's how bad I am at stables. It's kind of funny, but also it's not good because I really should get better at stables if I want to try to be a better runner. But anyways, I have nearly all of my stuff. I accidentally pick up the gold here and I get slapped, but there's pearls in there. I don't have any string, so I'm just waiting on string, and I don't even get all the string that I need from these pigs. I get string from a food chest. So that's odd. You don't see that every day. So yeah, the pigs are done trading here. I have tons of fire res. I have enough pearls, not tons of pearls, but I have enough. I just don't have string. So it's a really good thing that I grabbed beds from the village. It's a really good thing this was a village run, even though I was complaining about it. I didn't get any string, so... And I get my string from here. I still don't have enough. I only have 21, which doesn't give me another bed. So I still only have 4 beds, which obviously is enough. Obviously I finished the run with 4 beds, but I don't have any anchors, so I really would have liked to get another bed, but it's fine. So I'm out of this bastion pretty slow. I'm out of this bastion at like 7:45, and I pearl into a wall, so I have to, I fall in lava. Thank God I had fire res. I have to pearl over here. It's also really good that this was a village run because of the food, because I had to pearl a lot to the fortress. And there actually was a fortress a lot closer to the bastion, but I had no idea what was there. Obviously I didn't know the one that I'm heading to right now was there either, but I could not have gone to the one that was closer to the bastion because it was completely buried. But if I was running this as a set seed, I would definitely go to that one, because this took a lot longer. All I would have to do was dig through a wall, and my bastion and my fortress were almost intersecting. So this kind of sucks. But obviously, I didn't make a mistake. That's not my fault, so I'm not too bothered about it. Just thought I'd point that out. I do the absolute Giga Chad jump there, because I have, again, the food. I have lots of food. That is one good thing about village runs, so I guess I can't complain that much. I'm not terrible at, not taking damage, but I think everyone does better when they have food, just because you can play a lot carelessly, and you can take damage. I think most top 1.16 runners are definitely good at not taking damage because you don't have food in a lot of these runs, but it definitely helps. So I'm starting to sit at a spawner at 9:30 here, which is really slow. I mean, the world record beats the game by now, and a lot of runs that are the same time as mine are blinding by now. But remember, I have Divine Travel, so that guarantees I will be close to the stronghold. So I'm still playing this even though it's slow, because I have the Divine Travel. I mean, I was just comparing this run to the world record. The world record does Divine into the stronghold. Like, if I got Brentilda's endgame, this would be sub 13, which obviously did not happen, unfortunately. But, I'm just saying, it's still worth it to play slower runs if you know that you can be closer to the stronghold. My Divine honestly wasn't even that amazing. It was 230 blocks, and I had to dig down. But I got a really lucky stronghold and a really lucky perch, so I can't really completely rely on the Divine, saying that that was what saved the pace of the run, but it definitely helped. Unfortunately, I have to mine out the blocks at the spawner here, because I only have 4 beds. I mean, I could have blaze bedded and got sheep, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. It could have worked in this run, but I also had that sub 13 choke that you saw where I thought, oh, I'll just get sheep, and then I forgot, and then I lost the sub 13, so I'm probably not gonna have that mentality anymore. So I've got 6 rods now. I'm leaving the nether, and I meant to pearl onto either that island or that part of the fortress there, but I accidentally pearled straight into lava, so this lost me a bit of time, but luckily it didn't lose me that much time, probably only like 15 seconds or so, which is still a time loss, but it didn't lose me an insane amount of time. And I paused there for a second to look at look where I have to blind for the Divine Travel, because in case you forgot, I have Divine Travel, and luckily where I pearled into lava was only about 50 blocks off from the recommended coordinates, which is completely fine. So this was 230 blocks. If I blinded the recommended coordinates, I think it would have been around 600. So that goes to show you don't need to be at the coordinates, just kind of near them. So I throw an eye, angle is 54.7-ish, and for sprint jumps, 50.4. So that triangulation was a bit off. I'm not great at it, and it is harder to do in Quake Pro, I think, just because you can't really get an exact measurement of the eye. But I know it's definitely close. So I pearl once here, and I should have pearled again, and maybe even a third time, but instead I just used that one pearl and kind of like look around. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I should have pearled again and then thrown an eye, but instead I just ran, which, I mean, is fine, I guess, but it did lose me a bit of time. So I throw an eye at this corner here, and I wasn't sure if it was there actually. I thought it might be a bit farther, but it was there. It's always good play to throw eyes in corners. I always see people throwing them like in the middle of chunks and stuff. You quadruple your chances of finding the chunk if you do it on the corner. So I don't really understand why people throw it in the middle, but I showed this one to my friend, and they said that that's also where they thought it was, so I guess that was just good triangulation. So I'm entering the stronghold, and I'm not really sure how behind my IGT is, because my RTA is definitely off, since this would not be sub 15 if I was just entering the stronghold at 13:30. But it's probably about 12:40, and I do this navigation kind of weird. I go to the side bits before I go to the middle, which is fine. I normally do that, but I don't go to the top side bits. I only go to the bottom, left, and right, and then I go through the middle. But I went to the top left, and it worked, so I guess it's fine. Now I'm in the end at 13:28, and this is, again, kind of slow pace for a sub 15. But I get a really good perch, and I think I would have maybe gotten a sub 1 second or sub 1 minute end split if I hit the 4-bed, but I did not hit the 4-bed because I'm bad. So the dragon perch is here, so that was a really fast perch, and this one cycle is bad. This one cycle is just bad. I let it get too low here, so I have to blow it up early. Good second bed, okay third bed, bad fourth bed. And I know I can axe it, but I wish I didn't have to, because, I don't know, it would just be faster, obviously. And it was one hit away from flying away there, so I got lucky. But, there it is. There's the sub 15. It's an okay run, in my opinion. There were definitely some mistakes. I gave this seed to the same friend I was talking about earlier, and he nearly blinded like a minute and a half faster. So, definitely didn't play it amazing, but still played it good enough for a sub 15, and that's all that matters.